Google Sheets Part 2. Just to go off of the ending of the Part 1 video, when I resized the column D, kind of showing you how to do that. The reason why I made this column D so wide, okay, is because whatever is in column D and whatever the longest piece of text is, that's what, by resizing it automatically, it will make it fit that entire text. And you can see in cell D21, I have this long piece of text. That's why Google resized that column D so wide. Okay, so to resize this back, and what I probably would do, because I don't want in cell D10 and D9 with just the text yes and no to have that all that cell not being used, I would go ahead and resize again with the two arrows. Kind of click and drag and kind of fit that here. And what I would probably want to do with that cell D21 is use our text wrapping and wrap it underneath. So let me fix this up again. So now if I double click and let cell resize automatically, let me go back. All right, wouldn't want to do that, but if I just click and drag, so I can just get the rest of the reimbursed in there. All right, looks a lot better, and I'm not using a whole lot of white space. And here it is just wrapped underneath. So I did a different option, but just to show you how to resize columns and resize rows. Okay, and which formulas? I showed you the functions here already done for you. If you want to do it by hand, remember to start a formula, you always have to click the equal sign, and it's four main operations. All right, so if I click the cell B4 that are inside Google Sheets is addition, so I'll just be the plus sign, so say B4 plus B5. All right, cool thing is Google gives you the answer right above without having to hit enter, which is a neat thing to see. There's subtraction with the subtracting symbol in B5. There's multiplication, which we use the asterisk in B5. Once again, Google is giving us the answer. And the other operation is division, which is the forward slash, and then whatever other cell you are dividing by. Okay, once again, Google giving you the answer above. A cool thing you can do, if I have selected and held a range of cells, in the bottom right hand corner, those functions, Google already is giving us the answers. Sum, average, min, max, so we can kind of see the answers here, get a quick view of whether our numbers are correct. It's kind of a nice little thing Google provided us there. A couple new things, okay? Google also allows us to freeze our rows and columns, and what that does is lock in columns and rows. So say if we had a large spreadsheet and we kept scrolling down, I can still see whatever rows or columns I have frozen. So if I wanted to freeze row 3 here, I would just go to View, Freeze, and I want to include row 3, so up to row 3. So say I had a lot of text and I still wanted to see the price, type, and to be reimbursed. When I scroll down, every row up to row 3 is frozen and I can see it all. So really good if you have a large spreadsheet, you can freeze columns and rows, all right? Especially if you're working, as I said before, with a very large spreadsheet. There's also what's called autofill, just like in Excel. What the auto feature does is allow you to copy data to adjacent cells, and it also allows patterns to continue. So I just had this text here in column H. If I want to just copy all this information to column I, instead of copying, pasting, or cutting, etc., I can just highlight, and the autofill icon is this blue icon at the bottom right hand corner. If I just click, let me go back. If I just click and I get this plus symbol here, and I drag and let go, it copies and autofills what I had in column H, highlighted into column I. So nice little feature. As I said before, if it recognizes patterns, it will continue them. So I have these numbers 1 and 2. So instead of typing 3, 4, 5, 6, etc., if I just highlight 1 and 2, select the auto feature icon where I get the plus symbol, and I just continue to drag down, it will continue the pattern 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, since it recognizes the pattern as numbers. So that is all done for me. Okay, so kind of saving yourself some work. Another thing that you can do in Google Sheets is sort. All right, and you could sort them in ascending order, which will begin with the lowest number or the first letter in the alphabet, or sort in descending order, which will start with the highest number or the last letter in the alphabet. So if I wanted to sort in column H 1 and 2, okay, I would just go to the tab data, and I can sort that range in column H from A to Z, right, or from Z to A. So if I wanted 2 to be on top, which would be in descending order, if I select sort range by column H, Z to A, it will do that for me. And I can do that with this table here. Say I wanted column A to be in ascending order from A to Z, I can sort this entire table here and rearrange all these price and type and to be reimbursed to move with wherever it relocates to. Okay, so nice thing, instead of copy, pasting, and deleting, you can just sort and have it all change and move and however you would like that to occur. And lastly, charts. Okay, if you wanted to include a chart, there's the icon here on the toolbar. So if I wanted to chart the item here, let me just type in item and price. If I just copy and select and I hit chart, remember this is all done with the internet connection, so it does take a while. All right, and you can see, okay, the chart that will occur. All right, they are recommending me. Google's recommending a bar chart, so I have all my items here, and I have the prices. Right, but I can also include different charts here, whatever you prefer to have better. If the bar chart actually work out, I can change the cell range here. If I were to click this, I can then change the cell range. All right, I can also change the chart type. I can switch my rows and columns here. Okay, if I scroll down, I can see all different chart types. And if I click on customization, here I can change my title. So I could just put price per item. Change my title however I want it to be here. The legend, in which all charts should have a title and a legend, I can position them on the right, on the left, however I want that to occur. Of course, the font background colors here. All right, different features and etc. So kind of cool, the charts that you can customize and what's recommended to you by Google. So let's just say I insert this chart. It's already here for me. So if I want to have a table and a chart for my viewer, all right, I can put that here as well. I have my title, have my chart, all right. I have my axis here of price and item, all right, and my legend if I want to include one or not. So just the real basics of Google Sheets. We'll do a lot of practice problems and projects and kind of get accustomed to all this using Google Sheets.